Welcome everyone, I'm Kit and this is my writing class. Today we're going to talk about writing the body paragraphs. This is the second video in my essay writing series. In this video we are going to discuss four main topics. The first one is supporting your thesis. The next one, what do I write about? The third topic, can I quote you on that? And the fourth topic will be writing the transition sentence. Topic number one, supporting your thesis. The body paragraphs must clearly and logically support your thesis. In these paragraphs, you can use quotes, examples, and your opinion. Just don't say, I think. Topic number two, what do I write about? If you're having a difficult time getting started, I have a couple of ideas for you. First, think about the main idea for your paragraph, and then write a sentence explaining that idea. It's a good starting point. Second, organize your notes and quotes by putting a check mark next to the note that corresponds with your idea. Then pick a note and start writing. All right, let's get organized. So this is my first body paragraph after the intro, and I'm going to talk about stats in baseball. So my first sentence is going to be about why there's a sudden interest in statistics. Second, I'm going to introduce my quote. My third sentence is going to be my quote. The fourth sentence is my follow-up sentence to that quote and just adding a little bit of information to it. And then fifth, my last sentence is going to be my transition sentence. I know what you're thinking. She threw a quote into her paragraph. How do I throw a quote into my paragraph? I've got an answer for you. Topic number three. Can I quote you on that? Well, the first things first. You can't just throw a quote into a paragraph without introducing it first. I think we should start writing now. What do you think? All right, here you see my writing so far on the screen. So at the top you see my introductory paragraph, and then below it is the start of my body paragraph. I jump right into my paragraph with, it is tough to say when exactly baseball clubs started focusing solely on statistics, but one thing is for sure. The steroid era changed the game forever. Now the is underlined in Word because it wants me to capitalize the, but it's correct as it is. All right, now in blue you see my quote. Well, that is incorrect, and I'll tell you why. You can't just throw the quote into your paragraph like that. You have to introduce it. So here I am going to add a nice introduction to the quote. You know, after reading that sentence out loud, I just didn't like the way it sounded. So I rewrote my sentence, now in purple, and then blended my quote into a second sentence. So let's read it. The steroid era was a time when batters were hitting home runs at a cyclical rate and fans were suddenly becoming more engaged with the game. Baseball executives, wanting their return on investment, went on to use stats to try to measure raw achievements, while others used complicated formulas to try to measure a player's value. All right, there's a couple things going on in that quote that I want to point out. So if you take a look at this word in brackets, so right here, I'll highlight that for you, and then again right here, I am changing the sentence so that it flows a lot smoother. So I took the quote from an online source. It was stated in one way, and then I used my creativity to change the sentence to match my tone. And so that's why you see to and a in brackets. You can definitely do that. Also, if you notice, at the end of my citation, you see the punctuation, the period. The period always goes at the end of your citation, not here at the end of the quote. That's just the way citations are written. Keep that in mind when you write your own quotes with their own citations. In order to help you perfect your citations, you can visit the OWL at Purdue for the latest MLA, APA, and Chicago citation information. In my example, I use the MLA format. So the sentence now in purple is my follow-up sentence to my quote. So I wrote, "Today, young players and their managers are analyzing their stats for a variety of reasons. To keep the fans engaged, hit the ball farther, run faster and get on base more often, and for pitchers, pitch knowing every batter's nuances." So that's what we call a complex sentence. So instead of shorter, simple sentences, and those would be about 5 sentences, I decided to blend them all together using a colon and then using commas to separate every idea out. The last topic number 4, writing the transition sentence. Refer back to your main idea and craft a sentence that will help you move from one idea to the next one. So for example, our first idea was stats in baseball. Now our second idea is going to be cheating. So I need to write a transition sentence that talks about cheating. So off screen, I added another sentence into our paragraph, and that is in green. It reads, "Players and managers spend hours analyzing game footage, and for a good reason. When the team's top players produce, attendance at the stadium increases, and that means profits for the team." Now I've included in black our transition sentence into the next paragraph. Remember, my next paragraph is going to be on cheating, so I have to give the reader a little taste as to what I'm going to be talking about. So I wrote, "Every player wants their Sports Center moment, and out of desperation, they will turn to either performance-enhancing drugs or resort to stealing signs illegally." Here's an idea. Why don't you practice how to write sentences using quotes? Find a quote from your favorite author or person, a magazine or newspaper, and then practice writing your sentences out. Leave your sentence in the comments section and let's see how well you did. That was my video on how to write a body paragraph. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment and remember, new videos every week. I'm Kit, and thanks for attending my writing class.